In this video, I want to show you how I took this website right here and improved it to look like this website right here. And I'll also show you an exclusive time lapse with commentary on exactly step by step what I did. And if you watch to the end of the video, the time it took me might surprise you. Let's check it out. So I started out by deleting all the higher breakpoints using a FinSuite plugin, and essentially I'm rewriting the entire code for this website, 8am Academy. This website was previously created by someone who really didn't know anything about Webflow, and to be frank, you got to give people credit. People who aren't Webflow developers, but they took the time to build a site in Webflow, that is like amazing. It's just that this person that built this website copied and pasted a lot of components, and by doing that, all the classes got mixed up, and that's why there was like 3 different breakpoints. So I'm just trying to standardize everything. And to be very honest, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because the front user only sees the finished product. But if you were to scale this website, it gets very complicated. And hopefully by looking at this time-lapse video, you can see what an actual Webflow developer actually does. So my whole goal for this website is to rewrite it and to slightly improve it, like changing the wording and changing the design slightly. It's not a complete redesign. It's more like fixing up the code, but fixing up any obvious issues that can be fixed. So for example, I'm actually doing the hero section and I'm just making it better spacing. I'm making it better code. For example, it's taking 100% viewport height, not like 600 pixel fixed height. And then here I'm just changing the sizing, and it's great because I praise God that I'm also a designer. So I know how to fix up the design. The sizing were very off. And again, the main concern or the main problem here, as you can see, or maybe you can't see, is that there was way too much code. I think literally I've probably reduced the CSS coding by like 90%, I want to say boldly, but don't quote me on that. But it's very impressive that whoever built this site, which I'm not going to name the name, like got to this level. It's just fixing up the code once again. So I'm fixing up the padding. In this case right here, I'm making it a 3-tier selection, but I'm making the middle one slightly bigger than the left and the right. That way that it's easier for the customer to pick which one to select. So like, for example, if you have 3 different pricing, you want to make one that's like recommended. Here in this testimonial, there's this crazy like hover effect or this marquee effect, but you just couldn't read it. So instead, I just added a static image. This section here is the marquee, which I fixed up, but it took a long time. So you can see right now, everything's fast forwarded by 35 times speed. And this is really me going into the project. And if anyone's wondering, oh, what does a Webflow developer do? Or like, if anyone's interested in Webflow development, this is literally what you do. You stare at a screen all day and just move pixels. Not really, actually. You add classes, you fix up the classes, and it's more having the understanding of how to do this. You know what I mean? I think AI is going to take over this one day, but haha. That's why I'm making these videos now. In all seriousness, sometimes I'll go on ChatGPT to help me write code as well, which I used to hire someone for X amount of money per hour, so I'm no longer do that. And by using ChatGPT, you can also learn how ChatGPT works if you have the fundamental knowledge of code. Here, I am essentially standardizing everything, and I'm making everything into proper containers. So like section, container, and then the item. And I'm using all the exact same header 1, 2, 3, etc. And I'm just reducing the classes and all that stuff. And you'll notice I'm slightly fixing the UI. And now I'm heading over to a separate page. And I'm making those pages, uploading the images, compressing the images, and making all the color to be swatches, and just also putting embed codes. So I used to upload icons, like SVG icons, but now I actually just import the code. That way it's actually more lightweight, believe it or not. And then here I'm just doing a timeline, doing the animation right here, fixing up the spacing, fixing up all the classes. And like I mentioned in the very start of the video, there used to be like higher breakpoints, which I just got rid of. So that just saves a lot of time because that's just not needed. And obviously I have to go in and make sure the mobile is done correctly as well. And at the end of the day, I sent this to my client, this whole like fast forward of the video, which I've never done before. And he actually appreciated it. So that's why I'm actually making this YouTube video. I'm not quite sure if anyone has can take anything away from this, but hopefully, all in all, you can understand the time and the effort it takes to actually write the code and do all this. Because I think in the future, we're going to move into vibe code, which is almost like a meme where you just like say, oh, hey, please write me a code for this website, and it just spits out the code. But at the end of the day, you need to understand how code works, right? I mean, can AI get to a point where like where you don't even have to understand how code works? Because in order to vibe code properly, at least you still need to know the premise of code. Or at least I think I do. I'm just saying that to justify myself, from being sacked out of the job. But yeah, so this was very fun. Again, fixing all the sizes. Now I'm going to the tablet breakpoint, making sure everything is done correctly. And the great thing is, if you do proper classing, the tablet breakpoint's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. You know what I mean? And even adding animations pretty straightforward and easy if you use proper classes. So check out my free tutorial on how classes work. But overall, this was a straightforward project, which I appreciate, and I'm listening to music in the background, and I'm just vibing. I'm actually just coding. I don't mind doing this. This is pretty enjoyable to me. It's pretty straightforward, but sometimes I'm like, is this the best use of my time? So yeah, now I'm just ranting because I don't know what to do, but I don't know what to say because it's my first time making these type of videos. So right now I'm putting a Lottie for a custom nav bar, fixing up his nav bar, and you'll notice I even added like call, like adding the phone numbers, like call or text us. You know what I mean? Like these small details make a huge difference at the end of the day. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So fixing all the other pages. I don't know what else to talk about, but I want to make more of these videos where I just do time lapses and I just comment on it. So if you have any comments in the description, leave it below and I'll answer it in my next time lapse. But I really hope that you understand what the heck is a Webflow developer, what they do, etc. Or what does any developer do? Like, it doesn't matter if it's Webflow, it doesn't matter if it's front end or back end. At the end of the day, what we're doing is we're really just rewriting code. Right now, this is done visually, but in the back end, we're literally rewriting code through CSS classes and variables and all that crap. So that's what a developer does. So if you don't like that, then you're probably in the wrong career potentially. But if you do like that, then good on you, mate. And look at me right now. I'm writing alt text for each one of the images. And this is what I mean by you can cut corners. I couldn't have not done this and he wouldn't even notice, but I did it anyways. And I hope to maintain that level of integrity in the future. Maybe I'll sell out, but I hope I don't. But I'm doing it, you know what I mean? I don't know if other people do it, but there it is. Everything's done. Now I'm doing the animations, the hover effects throughout the entire website, and also adding the animations. So I just usually add a simple fade in or slide in, nothing extremely crazy. And that's it. Now I'm adding the meta description and alt text and open graph image. And I'm also doing the error 404 page, which no one talks about, but I'll talk about it. And I've also made a tutorial, and I'm just optimizing everything in the back end, even adding a schema markup for this guy. That's how much I'm going into detail. And then I'm just analyzing on Google Review, and everything is much faster. So in short, from the old to the new website, essentially fixed up coding, so it's a lot faster. It's better for SEO. It reads better. And also slightly fixing the design for better user experience, like adding key information, like here's the call to action button, and fixing different colors so it draws attention to certain elements, and obviously making the site mobile responsive. So I really hope you guys found this video super helpful or super handy somehow. At the end of the day, I think this took me like 3 to 4 hours to fix up at my level. So if you're a beginner, don't be discouraged. It may take some time to learn Webflow, and frankly speaking, you got to put the 10,000 hours in to get decent at it. So yeah, thanks again for watching. May God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.